If there is a chance for a spin-off with one character, that character would be.
Oh my gosh.
But also one thing that like if I have kids, then it's really cool to think about sharing this with them. But yeah, I can't wait to kind of reflect on it in the future.
Hopefully they don't go, shut up, Dad. Like, not this story again.
I mean, that'd be cool.
Let me show you when I played this villain.
Like, yeah, we heard this one already.
Yeah, I think that'd be like the coolest thing ever. Honestly, yeah.
Hi, it's I from Today Thailand. The first question for both of you is, we know you can't say much about what is going to happen, but can you show us the facial expression you had when you first read your character's ending?
Both just blank. Both blank. That's it. Blank.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is for Jamie. You've spoken before about creating Wagner's distinct voice and movement. The voice and movement evolved again for season 5, now that we're seeing like another versions of Wagner.
No, in terms of sort of gait, poise, presence, and tone, no, Wagner is still Wagner, 100%. There were certain creative, logistical elements that we had to have conversation about this season as opposed to last season. It's not news that the trailer is out for season 5, and so within that there is obviously a physical change in terms of how Vecna looks, and that brought with it new creative conversations and challenges that we worked together as a team to build. But I will be able to talk more about that as the show falls into the hands of everyone else.
Next one is for Sadie. Last season, we saw how music literally saved Max's life. If she could choose another song to run toward in the finale of the season, what track would it be?
Maybe it would be probably another Kate Bush song. Maybe Oh to Be in Love, Kate Bush.
That's nice. I like that.
This question is for both of you. Were you allowed to take anything from this set as a wrap gift?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, were we allowed? We took things.
Yeah.
No, we were allowed. I took one of the hands of Vecna. I took a belt. Barry made me a scale model of Vecna, hand painted by him. And I also have a 3D printed model of my own head.
I took a Walkman and a skateboard and a couple of shoes.
Oh, that's lovely. We know it's the final season, but if there were any chance for a spin-off centered on one character, who would it be?
Barb.
Barb?
Yeah.
Okay, so she returned from...
So, I think so.
So I think this is my final question. Stranger Things has defined an era. And if 30 or 40 years from now, what do you think you will tell your children or grandchildren about being part of this phenomenon?
I don't know. That's like, it's so trippy to think about. But also one thing that like, if I have kids, then it's really cool to think about sharing this with them, or sharing it with like kids of like my siblings, and just, people who haven't seen it before that will enter my life. And it's very rare to have this kind of documentation of your childhood in such a bizarre way. But I can't wait to kind of reflect on it in the future.
It's a really like emotionally challenging question to ask, because it's not something that I've ever really thought about. I hope that at some point in my life I'm fortunate enough to be blessed with the gift of children, and hopefully they don't go, shut up, Dad. Like, not this story again.
I mean, that'd be cool.
Let me show you when I played this villain.
Like, yeah, we heard this one already.
Yeah, I think that'd be like the coolest thing ever. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to think more about that though. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Our time is up. Thank you so much, and congratulations for season 5.
Thank you.
Hello, how are you?
Hi. It's good. It's early morning, but since this is the final season, so I want to ask you about the ending. Is this ending you have always had in mind from the very beginning. And with so many fans' opinion over the years, how do you make sure that the story still stay true to your vision and what you believe in?
I wouldn't say we always had the ending, certainly not from when we were writing season 1, but we've had the last 10 minutes of the show for many, many years. I can't exactly remember the year that we came up with it, but we knew where we wanted this show to ultimately go. And so even though a lot of the storylines and characters and things evolved over the years, we knew, I think, having that North Star of this is where we want to end up gave us the confidence moving into this final season. Because yeah, it's nerve-wracking, but I think we approached it like we try to every season, which is, yes, there is a lot of noise and we know people have different expectations, but we try to stay true to ourselves, what we felt was right for the story and just what we were excited to see.
As a creator who once a viewer yourself and might have been heartbroken by other series finales while writing, were you afraid to cause the same heartbreak for fans with Stranger Things?
Of course, we don't want to break people's hearts. Well, and we want to break them in a good way. We don't want them to be disappointed, but there's going to be elements of heartbreak at the end of the season. No, it definitely stresses you out, but every fan, if you go online, you start to listen, everybody wants something different, right? So as Ross said, you just, at a certain point, we had to stop stressing about it and just really focus inward and think about what we wanted to see and what felt right to us. And to us, you just don't want to make sure you're not trying to force anything or that you're trying too hard. You're arriving at an ending that hopefully feels inevitable. And the ending to us felt inevitable. It just felt right once we landed on it.
We know this is the final, but if there is a chance for a spin-off with one character, that character would be?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. For us, it's really this. We wanted this to be the end of the journey for these characters, for Hawkins. And when we wrote the final season, we tried to make sure that everyone had a satisfying conclusion to their story. But I will say it was hard to say goodbye. It was hard to write those last lines for these characters because they, in a way, the actors feel like family, but so do the characters. We've been writing them and we've been writing their voices now for 10 years. But each one is a bit like, I feel like they're our children. And so I don't know if I could pick one, but I'm gonna miss all of them pretty equally, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I know that feels like a safe political answer, but that is the truth.
So Stranger Things has defined an era, and 40 years from now on, 30 years, what do you think you'll tell your children or grandchildren about this phenomenon you have created?
Oh my gosh. Well, you know how kids are. They probably won't like the show, and they will find me to be deeply uncool. Though I have a 4-year-old and I'm training her. Her fifth word was Demogorgon, which I'm really proud of. She's watched all the Demogorgon scenes. She doesn't seem to mind the violence. Hopefully I haven't scarred her, but she likes it. She'll tell me if it's too scary or not. So she loves monsters and ghouls and all that. So I'm hoping that she enjoys the show, but who knows? I'm in that phase where they're young enough that I'm cool, but I'm gonna become deeply uncool pretty soon, I think.
Okay, I'll time this off. Thank you so much, and congratulations for the finale. Bye.
สำนักข่าว Today Make Tomorrow Today